Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Daniel. Welcome to my channel. I'm not going to go over what my channel's about because I don't even know yet, but today on the channel what we're going to be doing is we're going to start working on this 1994 Tiger Van camper that I am going to be gutting so that we can take it off the current 1994 Astrovan chassis and then cut up a 2000 Astrovan chassis and set the camper part onto that, because the 1994 Astrovan chassis had a fire. I can't get it titled. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but ultimately we're not using it. So we're gonna, and I'll walk you around, I'll show you everything. We're gonna gut the one that I'm standing in now, and we're going to rebuild it after we get it remounted on a fresh chassis. Well, a less old chassis, I guess. As you can see behind me, I have some jack stands holding up the roof in the front because it had some water damage on the part that holds that up. So that's already a win. I mean, they're doing their job. Anyways, let's go ahead and I will give you the grand tour of the actual camper van itself. And then we will show you the Astrovan that we are going to put this camper onto. And then I guess we'll start ripping up the remainder of this interior. Okay, so here is the grand tour. Let's step outside first and I will show you the actual camper. So, as you can see, this is an Astrovan. A company called Provan made these. I don't know until what year. They did make a hardtop version of it. They had the hardtop version and a pop top version. They still actually are in business, and they make these really cool heavy duty ones now, built on F-250, 350, 3500 Chevys kind of thing. So this one I picked up from a guy locally, really cheap, because they bought it from an auction, because it obviously had an engine fire. They didn't want to rebuild it. They didn't want the camper part. They wanted the interior components, the fridge, the heater, the electrical panel. They work in a deal where they would take all that stuff out and resell it. And then it sat for 10 years in their yard. And then I bought it. So I put some tires on it, some rollers. The canvas, you can tell, is okay. It's a little crispy up here. I need to oil it, so it might soften it up. We might be able to use it for a little while, although I'm not sure if we're going to keep it. Overall, sorry, we got to wander around this way. Overall, the camper itself's not in the worst of shape. It's made out of aluminum and fiberglass. It's pretty cool. You can see there's a big hole here where people at some point had an air conditioner or something. There was a fire in the engine bay, came out under the chassis, melted a bunch of stuff underneath. You can see the lights in the rear melted. Over here, you can see the fire came up, melted the fuel fill tank. Actually, I think that's a fuel fill tank. Yeah, let's say it is. And then got a little bit of warpage here on this aluminum. Not the end of the world. This is gonna be an off-road rig, so it doesn't have to be pretty. And then obviously, like I said, they took out all the appliances. So there's big holes from where the heater was and where the refrigerator was. That's just gonna get patched up because I'm gonna do everything enclosed. But yeah, that's the exterior. These things are not huge, but they do actually have a wet bath, which is shocking. We'll go inside and I'll give you the interior tour. But you can see here, it's a pretty cool little outfit. Definitely has potential. All right, let's do the interior tour. I guess I can show you this part. This is obviously the driving area. This seat's on a swivel, which is really nice because the swivels are kind of expensive and I want one. So now we have one. 1994 Astrovan, 2-wheel drive. The seats are actually shockingly in good condition, even though they're disgustingly dirty. There was a cat living here, in here or something. It doesn't matter. None of this is stained because, like I said, we have another chassis to put this camper on. The camper is attached primarily to the main part of the frame with some bolts I'll show you. And then it has these fiberglass kind of trim pieces that go and are glued on. I'll have to trim that off. You'll see this door needs to be rebuilt or replaced. Now, interesting is the subfloor of this is actually pretty solid, even though there's a little bit of water showing over here. It's all 3/4 inch plywood. And then you come in here and you can see a tripod. Just kidding, we're gonna move tripod. You come in here and you can see it is a traditional pop-up camper. Has a couple of side windows. There's actually some windows up here in this upper sleeping area. Originally this did have a L-shaped couch that went this way. You have a little banquet eating area, or that would go into another sleeping area. And then, like I said, there is a full, well, not a full, but there's a wet bath. So don't mind the insects. So shower with a toilet. And then you'd have a shower curtain up here so you can use the attachment to the faucet and shower. I am going to keep this to a certain extent. I am not going to be utilizing the RV style toilet. I will cap that, fiberglass over it, and probably do a cassette toilet. And then the drain will probably just drain to the ground for gray water. I want to make sure this is a 4-season camper. So now a lot of people might be asking, oh, how's it built? Whatever. So this actually has aluminum framing. You can see, I don't know if you can see here or not. That's aluminum. So it actually has an aluminum frame with some wood attached to it for additional structure. Then it's insulated. The floor is not aluminum, obviously. It has these, I don't think you can see them, these big bolts that go through and attach that to the frame of the Astrovan. So there's like 6 or 8 of those that I have to get to. Overall, it's really solid on the interior, other than they gutted the kitchen area because they wanted the appliances. So refrigerator, there used to be a heater over there, panel there for electrical. All of this is going to go away though, and I'm going to rebuild it. Probably in the same format, similar size. I already took dimensions, but I'm going to do the face frame. Either we're going to be using high quality marine grade plywood, or we might do it out of aluminum. Haven't decided yet. Depends on cost and time. But that's kind of the gist of the interior. So yeah, we're going to keep it very similar. Keep this. We're going to rebuild this probably out of aluminum, the enclosure. I think it's really weird they use particle board with laminate on it. I don't know how that's saved. And that's about it right there. That's the tour of the rig. Now let's go take a look at, let's go take a look at the donor. Yeah. All right, so here is our 2000 all-wheel drive Astrovan. So this van, same wheelbase, I think. Probably should measure that. Same wheelbase. It has the 4.3 liter Chevrolet V6. It has a slide door, which is going to be cut off. Interior is in pretty good condition. The chassis has 230,000 miles on it. So you can see blue, beautiful blue interior. That's a thing. Seats are actually not bad. They're pretty comfortable and they're not torn. So that's nice. Previous owner had already done a little bit of camping in it and pulled out the back, put some bamboo floors in, and then was kind of using it for a camper slash utility van. This has this has about 230,000 miles on the chassis. Transmission, I just had it rebuilt. I bought this thing really cheap because it didn't have a transmission that was working. So I had a local guy, does great transmission work. He did a rebuild on the transmission. All new fluids in the transfer case, transmission. Engine leaks, like a sieve. I don't even know where from. I got to power wash that thing and figure out where from, but it has good power. All-wheel drive works good. I am going to do a transfer case swap on it and turn it into a true 4-wheel drive. The engine itself only has like 110,000 miles on it. It was replaced by a factory replacement. I do have paperwork on that the previous owner provided, which makes sense because it does have good power. So yeah, this one has some hail damage on the front, the roof, and the sides. So it's perfect donor to chop it up and throw that camper on it. So that's kind of the project that we have. Let's go and jump in the other camper, in the actual camper, and start tearing it apart. All right, so plan is to get this kitchenette out. I think I want to take this out in a piece so I can recreate it. I don't remember if I measure that or not. This, obviously, this Wedgwood art wood van, I mean, that's a 10 out of 10. Probably want to keep that. That's a 10 out of 10. You know, I mean, what's crazy is that this thing is from 1994. It's actually pretty well appointed for a really small footprint. And so we're gonna replicate that, but not out of particle board. So the goal here is we need to get all this out because there are some of those bolts that are holding the camper to this chassis under there, and I want to be able to access those. Plus, I'm gonna redo this. So somebody before me decided to go ahead and start getting rowdy with it anyways. I'm pretty sure that was due to removing some appliances, like I said. I have no idea how to take this out. I'm trying to decide if I want to just go brute force and beat the shit out of it with a hammer, or if I want to try to finesse it a little bit. I don't know. I guess comment below what you guys would do. Are you a finesse kind of destruction or deconstruction person, or are you or like a just savage, just go at it with a hammer? I did finesse this part over here out before. Reason being is I want to recreate it because that makes a really good little L-shaped couch area for passengers. Where you have a couple more people. Plus that creates another sleeping area, sleeping area, and sleeping area. I want to be able to, if we can, I'd love to be able to throw 4 people in here if I needed to. Would it be tight? Yes. Would it be stinky? Probably. Would I still do it? Absolutely. So I guess they're definitely gonna fall. I brought the finesse tool and I brought the hammer tool. Right now I'm thinking a hammer. Like, what happens if we just bring this up? Ooh, that's a win. Don't worry about that. Okay. That was a mess. Don't worry. We're off to a mediocre start. Do not judge my hammer swinging. This is a weird environment. I don't want to hear it. Okay, we're back. Got the mask. I brought some gloves in case I need to do some scooping. Yeah, get back at it. These don't feel super good when you have a beard. Well, they still better than not wearing one. All right. Okay. Oh, shoot. There is definitely some wildlife in there. Oh, man. All right. Shit. We gotta clean that up. That sucks. All right. We're gonna come back to that section. It's troubling. Okay. Okay. All right. Might want to use that switch. That's a sweet switch. Look at that 1980s.
Hell yeah. Wait, 90. It's a 94. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Stupid mice. Fucking hate cleaning up mice. Okay, hold on. Genuine. Hey, check this out. Okay, cool.
Genuine GM parts. It looks like maybe a window sill for like the edge of the passenger driver's side glass. So that's interesting. So I'll probably turn you guys off here in a second. It's like Wild Kingdom down here. I'm gonna have to scoop out a nest and some micey mice. And nobody wants to see that because that's gross and I'll probably vomit and cry. So anyways, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. So I went ahead and cleaned up the vastness of the mouse nest. There was some living creatures in there. That's why I didn't really feel like it was appropriate to show. I don't know this YouTube stuff, so I don't know if I could get demonetized for showing that, if it's animal cruelty. I don't know. So I figured do it off. Plus, I whine like a baby. I just do. So anyways, now you guys don't have to deal with that. So we're going back to it. Yeah, I mean, this is going pretty good, so we'll keep at it.
Ah, the riveting. There we go. Easy peasy. Whew. Okay, so okay. Like that. Fuck it.
Might have to get the death wheel for that one. Just snip it off. Oh, don't worry about me. Just getting that hantavirus out of my lungs. Okay. You know what? And that's a good stopping. So, this cabinet's definitely damaged, needs to be replaced. No problem. You know, like I said, we're replacing all of it. But in that cabinet is some really cool information about this vehicle. Manufacture date, serial number of the camper itself, capacity of water, Some cool stuff. Camper weight is 4,950 pounds. I bet we're gonna make it a bunch lighter. So there's that. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I want to keep that. I'm gonna, if nothing else, I'll take this panel out of that door and I'll frame it, or I'll stick. All right, guys, thanks for checking us out today. Watching this intro video, this first video that we got. I know it wasn't a ton, but I just wanted to get you introduced to the project, introduce myself, just get started on the interior of this, start working on it. What we're gonna be doing next video is finishing up the interior gut. We also need to drop everything out from underneath this thing so we can get to the bolts. There's a gray tank, there's a propane tank, there's a black tank, which luckily is empty because of a big hole in it. All of that needs to go to the dump. We're not gonna be reusing any of it. Maybe the propane tank, we'll see about that. I don't want anything hanging low because I do eventually plan on doing a solid axle swap and a 5.3 in the other van. That's long-term, I want to just get this thing back up and running and built out and use it, and then we can get crazy with some weird stuff. In the meantime, please share, like, I guess, all that stuff, follow. If you found any of this useful, please let your friends know. If you're interested in this, comment below. I would love to know your input. If you have any information or any knowledge of these vans, share it down below. I don't know much about them. I've done a little bit of research just after I got this one, but I don't know a lot. So any information you guys can share, that'd be great. I know this can be a big undertaking, but definitely not the biggest one I've done. So it'll be cool. You have any filmier? Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you soon, motherfuckers. It's like an outro. What do people say it like? Catch you next time, vatos. Oh. Hey. Like, what do people say? Is it like... So I don't know anything, so I need to figure out an outro, I guess. Check you on the flippy. That's so bad. So bad. From my family to yours. It's a good outro. Drop an outro in the bottom. If you are selected for the outro that I use on my channel, then whenever I have merch, I will send you the first shirt or hat that I make. So that, as I guess, I don't know. Outro. So this is the problem, is I watch too many YouTubers and now I can't get their outros out of my head, and I don't want to do anything like them. They're great, but that's rude. Like, peace is done. Don't sit on your ass is done. Does Morski stay? I don't even know. Like, oh, hey, yeah. Make bad decisions like me, and you too could own some pieces of shit that sit in your yard for way too long before you decide to finally start a YouTube channel and work on them. Thanks again, or filmier. Well, that's crooked as fuck, isn't it? All right, we're off to a great start. Hello, my name is Daniel. I own this camper van. It is a van and a camper. Van, camper. Okay, we're gonna break into this. The dental tool. I couldn't keep this door closed. And now I can't get it open. This doesn't work. That's definitely gonna get broken. This isn't glass. I can just cut this open, but it still wouldn't open the door. You guys ever see that lock-picking lawyer? I bet I'm just like him. I apologize for the sniffles too. I've been sick. All right. I'm definitely gonna stab myself in the hand at some point during this process. Don't mind the moths. Here, almost done. Oh. Kidding me? Fixed it. I don't know how, but the interior one now works. So that's a win. I also almost stabbed myself with this big bolt. Okay. Let's stop this because it's trash. Okay, so we're gonna start in here because it's windy outside, and again, I'm gonna apologize. You may have missed it, or I may not have said it, or I don't know when I'm starting this video, but I have a cold I'm getting over, so I have some sniffles and some coughs, so I apologize. Hello, hi, my name's Daniel. Welcome to my YouTube channel, I guess. First video, just getting started at this, so I apologize for the terrible everything that you're about to see. So, okay, let's try again.